Hey there, this is Brian Webb, Florida Executive Realty. This is your monthly real estate update. We're going to take a look at what's going on with interest rates, the market in general, and specifically what's happening in our neck of the woods. I live in Stagecoach. I wouldn't change a thing except maybe get that road finished. But let's take a look at the stats and the market info and see what's going on. Interest rates are always a factor when it comes to buyers, but also sellers, of course, who then turn into buyers, moving from one home to another. This is a look over the past year of what's happened in the nationwide rate market. And you can see we're in a pretty narrow band. Not much has changed from a year ago. We don't really expect much movement up or down in the year to come. Of course, there's always things that are uncertain on the horizon that we don't know about, but for the most part, rates have ranged from 6 to 6.5. Not much change other than that. So here's what's going on in the broad Tampa Bay market overall. 65% of home sales out there are between the 250 and 600K range. There's an average discount from the final list price of 2% once we get to closing. We have 3.5 months of inventory, which is not a lot in this band. When you get to the higher price points, the inventory increases because there are less buyers for those types of properties. But a good chunk of homes are still going under contract in 30 days or less, and over 60% go under contract within 2 months. So some homes are sitting, some are, but most, if they're priced well, are going under contract relatively quickly still. This is going to be interesting to watch because we get to July is really the last month of our busy time, and as we get into August, we always see a slowdown. It'll pick back up after Labor Day and then kind of wane and as we get towards the end of the year. Just a natural cycle of occurrences in the market. We don't expect things to be that much different this year, but we'll keep an eye on the data to help us decide what we're going to be doing as I advise clients. All right, so here is the active homes as we head into July. This from 54, 56, kind of that Walgreens pop stroke area, all the way up to where 75 crosses Wesley Chapel Boulevard, or the other way around. Anyway, 36 single family homes available, 44 days on market with a median list price of 387. There we go. Let's take a look at all right, pending sales. There are 10 homes under contract in the month of June in our little region here. 22 days on market with 4 listings canceled or expired. One or two of them have come back on the market either with a different agent or a different price. And you see the median price at contract. If it falls into that same 2% discount from list price or time of contract, then we could expect about $7,500 difference there once it closes. But let's take a look at what closed in June. All right, so in the month of June, 12 properties sold. We had a 100% sale list to sell ratio with a higher median price. These homes probably went under contract in late April or May, and May and June are the highest contract formation months throughout the year. So 13 days on market, busy activity, 12 properties sold. We'll see. These are always things we keep an eye on, so stay tuned for next month. So we have enough townhomes in this corridor. I thought I'd throw up some data here just to get a picture of what's going on. We have 19 active listings from Volante, Stagecoach, Santa Fe, and on up the road, Edgewater and such. 3 pending in the month of June, 2 sold in the month of June. Townhomes have been an interesting market, to say the least. It's not impossible to sell a townhome, but just based on these numbers, you see that's roughly 9 months, 9.5 months of supply just in our concentrated area. So these is just good to know. If you're thinking about buying or selling a townhome, it's good to know. Buyers need to, of course, consider HOA fees, affordability, all that stuff. The sellers as well. Um, just good information. Townhomes are a different breed, and I've seen that across the board from Wesley Chapel to Riverview and into Tampa itself. So just something to consider. Good information, I hope. I recently shared this with my newsletter, folks. So if you saw this, sorry, here it is again, but I wanted to give an explanation. This is 5 years of clients that I've helped serve in real estate, both buyers and sellers, from Weeki Wachee to Sarasota to Lakeland to St. Pete and really everywhere in between. I'm really thankful for the opportunities given, for the fact that many of you have passed on my name to clients, even if they don't end up buying or selling. I'm exceptionally grateful that when you think of a realtor in the area, perhaps my name comes to mind. So thank you so much for that. Um, 5 years ago, like I said, I made the switch from education, was 21 years in the classroom in elementary school, to real estate. And I take that same heart with me from the classroom to meeting with my clients, providing information, helping them to make the best decision. What you don't see on this map, and something I'm proud of just as much, is the number of people that I've helped realize that it's not the right time for them to buy or sell. That gives me great satisfaction as well, because the information, the guidance that I've been able to help, provide has helped them make the right decision for them. So, if you know anyone who is considering buying or selling, always appreciate the thoughts and the recommendations. And if I can help you in any way, just reach out, 813-595-3229. Help with anything, any scenario, any situation, questions about homestead exemptions, property taxes, whatever, just reach out. Contact information is right there. I hope you have a great July, and I'll see you around.